Hey there folks, I'm Frizz and welcome back to another Archetype review. Today we're going to be going over the Medic Archetype from the Advanced Player's Guide. It's very focused on the medicine skill, to the surprise of absolutely no one, and also has a really unique distinction among archetypes in that many of its feats are actually skill feats, meaning that they can be taken with skill feats rather than class feats. As you'll soon see, the Medic Archetype can be taken by any class, and everyone will get something out of it, but the more feats and skill increases you invest into the medicine skill, the more you'll get out of this archetype. Without further ado, let's get down to business and talk about the Medic Dedication. It's available at level 2 and has two different prerequisites. First, you must be trained in the medicine skill, and second, you must have the Battle Medicine feat, which allows you to heal people in combat with the medicine skill. The benefits of this dedication are fairly simple, like most other dedications. First, you become an expert in medicine. Second, whenever you heal a target with battle medicine or treat wounds, you heal additional hit points. Third and finally, once per day, you can use battle medicine on a creature that is temporarily immune to the feat. Once you become a master in medicine, you can do this once per hour rather than once per day. Battle medicine is already an incredibly strong feat, and healing additional hit points with it makes it incredibly strong. There are also many situations when you need to heal an ally, but you can't due to battle medicine having frequency limitations. And this dedication is already worth enough for a class feat, regardless of all of the other feats that this is a prerequisite for. Treat Condition is a level 4 skill feat that can only be taken if you have the Medic dedication, and it extends your ability to help your allies with medicine to their status conditions. It takes 2 actions, but you can attempt to counteract a valid status effect using your medicine skill. It works on clumsy, enfeebled, and sickened conditions, unless they're being caused by a continual source like a disease. In that case, you can't remove them with Treat Condition, but there's often ways to get rid of those effects that are applying the condition. On a success, you reduce the condition by 1, and on a critical success, you decrease it by 2 instead. There is a little bit of risk involved though, since if you do critically fail, the condition increases by 1. This is incredible, as these conditions are applied with some frequency in your games, and your medicine check is probably going to be better than your wizard's fortitude save if they're sickened and they don't really have a nice way of getting rid of it. This is really nice and versatile, and it only costs a skill feat. Whenever you do need Treat Condition, you'll be very, very glad that you do, because it allows you to get rid of conditions for your allies whenever they might have more valuable actions than you. At level 4, Doctor's Visitation greatly frees up your action economy, even if you hopefully won't be using it every turn. Doctor's Visitation either uses 1 or 2 of your actions. If you spend 1 action, you can stride and then use battle medicine or the treat poison action. If you spend 2 actions, you can stride, then administer first aid, or treat a condition. Hopefully you won't be in a situation where you need to use this constantly, for the sake of your party members' long-term health, but when you do need to run and heal up your fighter, you'll still have actions that you can use something else for. Actions that offer up the ability to spend 1 action to get equivalently 2 actions are pretty uncommon, so this is a great way to free up some actions when moving around the battlefield. The next feat in the Medic Archetype is another skill feat, Holistic Care. It's available at level 6, and you have to be both trained in diplomacy and have taken the Treat Condition skill feat. Holistic Care extends the effect of Treat Condition to be able to target mental status effects, specifically the frightened, stupefied, and stunned conditions. Keep in mind that you won't be able to reduce a stunned condition that lasts for a number of rounds. You can just reduce a stun condition that lasts a certain number of actions. This feels like it should be worth more than a skill feat, but I'm not going to complain about that. Especially in campaigns with a lot of undead, or dragons, or just creatures that apply frightened, this will see a ton of use. The final feat in the Medic Archetype is available at level 16, a whole 10 levels after Holistic Care. It is certainly deserving of the high level, though. It requires that you're legendary in medicine, but you can bring someone back to life so long as they haven't been dead for more than 3 rounds. You attempt a DC 40 medicine check as a 3-action activity, and on a success, you bring them back to life as per the Raise Dead spell. If you fail, you don't bring them back to life. In either way, they're immune to Resuscitate for at least 1 day. Do keep in mind that Raise Dead brings the target back to life while they are clumsy 2, drained 2, and enfeebled 2, so it can be pretty dangerous to bring them back in the middle of combat. You probably won't have much of a choice in the matter, but that is still a risk that you have to keep in mind. This is basically just a non-magical breath of life, and I am absolutely here for it. It definitely has some limitations, but the ability to bring someone back from the dead is always going to be incredibly valuable. The Medic archetype is the definition of a short and sweet archetype. It improves your ability to use non-magical healing and allows you to replicate a lot of magical effects without needing any spell slots, and it hardly takes any feats to get going. Like I said earlier, any character can make very good use out of the Medic archetype, but I'd like to point out that the Forensic Medicine Investigator is incredible. As investigators get bonus skill feats, it gets a lot easier to pick up Treat Condition and Holistic Recovery, and no other character's Battle Medicine will be able to really compare to a Medic Investigator. This is not to say that you should only play Investigators if you want to take this archetype, but it is a particular combination that works well to create the feeling of a really powerful non-magical healer. Anyway, I guess thanks for watching. I hope that you've been able to learn something today, or got an idea for a character that you'd like to play. These videos have been a lot of fun to create, and I'm honestly shocked at all of the attention that they've received. I was expecting like 10% of the views that I've gotten so far, but here we are. If you've got any improvements that you'd like me to make, just let me know. I'm trying to get a better work ethic in place so I can get these out at even better quality than I've been trying to get already, and I have something pretty big in the works. Anyways, until I see you next, live a wonderful life.